Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another perfume review video. My name is Naz. This is my channel, the King of Hidden Gems. I try to bring to your attention fragrances are usually very good value for money. They smell good. They're usually under the radar. Not many people talk about them. I think at least you should do your research. Try them for yourself and see if they're any good to you. So in this video I have another update for you, and this is the perfume brand from France. This is a niche house. It's called the Woods collection, and this is the perfume brand, and they have been around for almost 10 years. They are quite well received in the fragrance community because what they produce, for the price ratio for what I paid and what I got is very high. So this particular brand is a sub brand. It's very little bit on the confusing side. So the brand itself, the perfume brand, is called the Woods collection, and they have a collection inside that which called Natural. And in the Natural collection they have around, I think, 6 or 7 perfume altogether. One of them is this one, is called Secret. So Secret, Natural by the Woods collection, Secret, EDP 100 ml. This one retails for £100, but you can find it in the United Kingdom around £50 if you do your research right now. You can find it a few places. It's not readily available everywhere. In the United Kingdom, maybe 1 or 2 places you can find it. If you're interested, Google it, search it, see if it comes up in your area, in your country, and how much it goes for. But what I paid for it, on the £50, wow, what a beautiful perfume. The ratio for what I get is beautifully high in here. So it's a true niche house because they make everything inside the perfume brand, and they don't make anything else from perfume. So that's why they are niche, and that's why they are a house as far as I know. And they have around, I think altogether, around 30 perfumes under their name at the moment, which is quite impressive because they haven't been around for a long time, about 10 years or so. So this one, as you can see, the presentation wise is beautiful. Very good, high quality presentation, very nice on the hand, in the eye. When you touch it, when you feel it, it just feels very high end. So for that, is very good. By the way, the feel of it, the smell of it, it feels like a very high end niche, which they are. I'm not sure if they are inspired by something, but it reminds me of few fragrances which I'm going to mention in a minute. But there are people mentioning few perfumes that this one reminds them of, which are very expensive and niche quality. Again, very high quality niche they are, and this one is very similar in terms of perfumery, in terms of smell, in terms of quality is very good. So presentation was beautiful, very nice, heavy box and a very thick box. The bottle is beautiful and very thick, and the atomizer is very good on it. The cap is wood, real wood, which is very nice. So presentation was top notch. In terms of performance, is a very good performer, even though at the moment we are in the middle of high heat in London, in the United Kingdom, and today was around 32 degrees. So for London, that is very hot. Even that, this one performs quite well. On my skin, went easily over 6 hours. On t-shirts and materials, went easily over 8 hours. And don't forget, this is in the middle of very high heat and humid, basically summer. So in cooler weather, this will perform much better. Okay, so just keep that in mind. So at the moment, in the middle of high heat, when I tested it, this is what I got: more than 6 hours on my skin, more than 8 hours on the t-shirt. In cooler weather, I'm expecting it to be easily over 8 hours and over 10 hours on t-shirt. In terms of projection, I had an arm length of projection for around an hour and a half, and after that slowly subside. But you also have a big bubble, big cloud, and a big trail, which is very good. In terms of performance, in terms of projection, it was very loud. So it's a very loud projector, so you don't need that many sprays of it. I put 10 sprays of it, and that was more than enough to smell it all day, and even the next day I could still smell it on t-shirt. So it's a very good performer. In terms of who is it for, this is definitely on the mature side. I would say at least 25 years and older, if not 30 years and older, because this is a very classical feel to it. So it is a white floral, heavy white floral perfume domination in here, and that is very reminiscent of 60s and 70s perfumery in here. So you need to like this kind of fragrances to enjoy it. It's very classical, it's very classy, it's very sophisticated, it's very complex. In the same time, is very, very well done. In terms of gender, this is bang in the middle, unisex to my nose. All their perfumes from this brand are targeted unisex, which is the correct designation for them. As always, perfumes, scents, fragrances don't have gender. If you like a perfume, you wear it. If you don't like a perfume, don't wear it. As simple as that. Everything else is marketing BS. And this one is bang in the middle. Anybody can wear it. For the last 2 days, I wore it. I absolutely enjoyed it to the max. My wifey actually very, very much, she loved it, because obviously she's a big fan of white florals, and the white florals in here, they done in a way that is very, very captivating and attractive. So she was very she couldn't stay away. She kept smelling me and said, wow, this smells very, very nice. And in terms of occasion, this is very opulent, so it's very good for going out, evening, special occasion, close encounter, dating, dinner date, going to maybe a special ceremony like wedding and things like that. Very, very special. And in terms of season, this is all year round. You can wear it in summer because it's got some freshness to it. You can do that, and you can use it in winter because it's got some depth and complexity to it as well. So it's very versatile in that term. So in terms of the perfume itself, if I give you 3 big notes in here, white florals, woods, and amber. So these 3 are the biggest player by far. Everything else are nuances and here and there. And the amber is mainly based on vanilla in here. So big amber, which is mainly based on vanilla. And also you're getting some spiciness, some herbaceous feel, some camphorous feel to it. And also in the beginning, there is some citrusy feel to it as well, which it gets lost quite quickly because there are so many white florals in here that you just basically they take over very quick. So the orange blossom and the lily, they are mentioning in the note breakdown officially. To be honest with you, I'm smelling more than that. I'm smelling tuberose, definitely. There is a big tuberose in here, which is quite choky, quite lactonic. It is a little bit on the andoric side of things, and also it's a big jasmine in here. It sits behind the basically the tuberose, and tuberose in here is gorgeous. It's a very well done tuberose, and plus that jasmine, gorgeous. They go together very well. The orange blossom in here giving it that freshness of the white floral, so it sits again behind those 2, and also the lily giving it that beautiful lily greenish earth, little bit of earthiness, little bit of darkness coming from the lily in here. But again, very well done and very well put together. This perfume overall is very well put together. It's very good perfumery in here. It's a very, very good ingredients in here. As I said, it smells like £200-300 perfume easy. So that's why for what I paid for it is a bargain in my book. There's a very big woody aspect to it, which is a cedar sandalwood combination, but it's a very realistic one. So it's very wood chippy, it's a little bit wood shavy, it's a little bit smells like just cut wood. It smells like pencil shaving to some extent as well. So it's a very woody aspect to it, and that is coming from the woods, which is a cedar sandalwood combination. And also it says there are green notes, which is definitely there are some herbaceous leafiness, some camphorous aspect to this perfume as well, which adds to the complexity of this fragrance. There are some spicy aspect, definitely nutmeg in here, if not more, because I'm getting at least nutmeg, if not maybe a little bit of cinnamon in here. So that cinnamon nutmeg combination is the nutmeg is the biggest player first, and then a little bit of cinnamon underneath it, and that gives it a very, very nice warm spicy aspect to it. There is a fresh spicy aspect to it, which is mainly coming from that herbaceous green, grassy, little bit of that camphorous feel as well. Hint of balsamicness in here, which I'm not sure where does that come from, but it is a little bit balsamic, little bit resinous as well. And the vanilla in here is a very well done vanilla. It's a beautiful vanilla, which is not overly sweet. Is mainly a smooth maker rather than being a sweet maker. But overall, there's a more than moderate sweetness in here, but the sweetness is not a huge player. So it's a big player, but it's not a huge player. So I would say from 0 to 10, 10 being the sweetest, this is around, it opens up around 6 to 7, but later on it's beside 1 or 2 points, which making it a little bit more than moderate. So overall, the smell of this fragrance is great. In the same time, this is not everybody's cup of tea. The reason is because that domination of the white floral, which is giving it that andolic feel. So it's a big andolic white floral aspect to this fragrance. From time to time, I get a hint of coconut in here. I'm not sure if there is an accord of coconut in here, but definitely I smell that. And the coconut in here is a little bit milky, little bit that powderiness as well to it, which is very, very nice. From time to time, get a little more musky feel to it, which again, I'm not sure if there's a musk utilized in here or it's just a combination of notes, which are giving it a little of that musky feel as well. But it's not a huge player, it's a nuance rather than a big player. So to just give you a recap what to expect from the smell of this beautiful fragrance, overall, white florals domination. So white florals are by far the biggest player in perfume from beginning to end. So you need to like your white florals to enjoy it, especially the tuberose, especially the jasmine, especially orange blossom and the lily as well. And all these things together are giving a huge and deep, dense, thick feel of white florals, which is amazing. I absolutely adore white florals in perfumery, and I'm a big fan of them anyway, but in here is so thick and dense and strong that this is unapologetically white floral dominant. There is a vanilla in the base, which is again very nice, smooth and very round, and is quite sweet but not overly sweet. And the woods are very clean in the same time, very, very realistically woody and wood shavy, wood chippy, and pencil shaving a little bit. Green grassy aspect to this fragrance, which is camphorous, earthy, little bit of that herbaceous feel as well, and soft spiciness, which is coming from those herb, and also sweet to some extent, but it's not overly sweet. It's a little bit more than moderate, and the citrus in the beginning is quite apparent, but they get lost very quickly, and little bit of dustiness and little bit of powderiness to this fragrance as well. So if you are interested in this perfume, the description I gave you, or you like something like Frank Booklet's Cocaine, Al Haramain, Junoon Noir, or perfumes that people are mentioning in the on Fragrantica, which it reminds them of this one, which I'm going to read you in a second, just to let you know and give you the ideas what to expect to some extent. If some of these fragrances are familiar to you, then you can tell where it's going approximately, to some extent what kind of smell it is. So people are saying what reminds them of. Where are you? Fragrantica, come on, don't let me down. Okay, here. Alright, so first thing they saying is Armani Privé Vert Malachite. Again, that one is about £200-300 perfume. The other one, the next one is Salvatore Ferragamo, their niche line, which is this one called La Corte. Again, this one is quite expensive, it's about £200-300 perfume. The next one is Mitre Perfumery, which again another niche perfume house, and it's called French Flower, so people saying it reminds them of that one. And the other one is Yves Saint Laurent, but the higher end of their lines, which is a niche line of them, and this one is called Atlas Garden. So you can tell where it's going. I haven't smelled any of these myself, but I can tell you if this smells anything similar to those, which are very, very expensive, and this one on its own is under £50, so you do the math. So this is where I think this one, going to my nose, for my experience, for my age. This is a beautiful perfume, highly recommended from beginning to end. It's gorgeous. There's nothing in here to criticize this perfume, unless you don't like it, which then you can't help it. You know, this endeavor, this hobby is in a way is that very subjective, so two people can't agree on one perfume. There are perfume out there, people praise them to heaven, and in the same time some people saying it's complete rubbish and all, you know, negative things. So this is the nature of this hobby, and that's why you need to know which camp you're in. Are you in a love camp or a hate camp? This one, it could be very polarizing, although overall the nature of it, the perfumery, the DNA of this perfume is not very challenging, but in the same time it is a little bit on the particular side of taste. So if you like the white florals dominant perfumes, most likely you will love this. If you don't like white florals perfume domination, then probably this is not for you. Okay guys, that was the review or update of this beautiful perfume. If you have it, if you know it, if you tried it, let us know your experience. That would be useful for others to read. If you have anything else from this brand, let us know your experience as well. That would be great. If you are interested in purchasing one of my own perfumes and support me that way and get something very beautiful in return, you could do that. I'll leave them in the link. I'm the perfumer, I'm the artist, I'm the worker, I'm the creator. So there are true handmade perfumes just for you, like people in the United Kingdom. I put more than 60% pure perfume oils in my perfume, which is unheard of, and that gives them a huge personality, big, bold, very long lasting, and very unique and artistic. They're like time capsule. They take a different place at a different time, and they are super beautiful, if I say myself. Also, other reviewers reviewed my perfumes. You can go and check them out if you are interested. Please don't forget to hit those buttons to help me, encourage me, motivate me to bring you perfumes like this in future that nobody else is talking about. Amazing value for money. They smell great, and they could be hidden gem. Also help me to challenge the infamous YouTube algorithm, which is getting worse and worse. The big players getting bigger and richer, and small players getting smaller and poorer, and they're getting pushed out. This hobby takes so much of my time, it takes so much of my money, but I love this hobby because I've been collecting perfumes since I was a teenager. In the same time, one day, if there's not enough support, I could be basically stopping making videos, same as many other reviewers, which they're not doing it anymore, because eventually this will catch up with you, and because it's a very expensive hobby and endeavor, it will basically eventually it will break you. So don't let me to break. Help me to survive this endeavor, to keep coming back, to stay in this journey with these things. Thank you for your like, thank you for your shares, thank you for your comments, thank you for your subscription, which is free, by the way. Thank you if you're already a subscriber. Thank you very much from bottom of my heart. As always, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for your love and support, and I'll see you later. Bye.